Recruiters spend on average from 5 to 7 seconds looking at your CV. On top of that, roughly 2 to 3% of all applicants actually make it to the first interview round. And dozens of B2B marketing applications pour into HR inboxes almost daily. I know that a lot of B2B marketers are struggling to find a job right now. And the goal of this video is to share some of the best tips on how to create a powerful B2B marketing resume that will help you stand out in the eyes of your recruiters. We're going to discuss what you should definitely include in your CV. We're also going to cover what you should leave out and just forget it for the rest of your life and never include it in your CV. And also we're going to go through the tools for creating beautiful CV in just a matter of minutes. And no, this is not going to be only Canva. So let's go. I'd like to kick things off with a general tip on how you can handle your recruitment process, especially if you're sending tons of applications at the same time. I used Notion for that, and they have a lot of ready-made templates that you can start using in a matter of minutes. And one of these templates, it's called job applications. Let's see what it looks like. So in the header, you can actually attach your current resume, your cover letter template, your portfolio in case it's needed. So you have access to your most recent resume and cover letter in a matter of minutes, and you don't have to spend extra time, searching for your resume in tons of folders that you have on your desktop. But the best part about this page is this table called applications. So you can fill it in with the relevant info regarding your applications. You can add all of the info about the companies you're applying to. You can also add some special notes about them. For example, maybe you are especially excited about some things about the company, or you've noticed some remarkable notes on the recruiter that you want to use in case you hop on a call with them. You can also add your job hunt stage, and you can change it depending on your progression. It's really handy with this ready-made customizable dropdown. Of course, you can also add the info regarding your position, the deadlines, and the best part is that you can add the resume and cover letter that you send to specific companies. This is especially useful if you customize your CV or cover letter based on the needs on a specific company, and obviously that is highly recommendable. Quickly about the general look and feel of your CV. First of all, it should be a maximum of 1 page. I remember that when I applied to my master's degree in marketing, the university had this mandatory requirement to use this, I think it's called European CV format. So that really heavy document, it has, I think, about 7 pages. And if you apply to any marketing position in 2021, I think this will simply look a little bit awkward and embarrassing. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, recruiters spend on average 5 to 7 seconds actually looking at your CV. So please appreciate their time and don't make them read your 7-page CV. Generally speaking about the look and feel of your CV, what I usually do before getting started with the actual CV creation, I go through some tools for inspiration, at least to get an approximate idea of what my CV might look like, what sections it should contain. I use Behance, Pinterest, and Canva for that. We're going to talk about the tools at the end of this video, but it's good to kick it off with just, generally browsing through some of the most beautiful templates. And as soon as you decided on the general look and feel, you can move on with the actual step-by-step CV creation. Profile section. 2 to 3 sentences about what kind of marketer you are, about some of your most exceptional skills and areas of interest, and perhaps some of your most outstanding achievements. For example, if you apply to a content marketer role, your profile section may mention something along the lines of, I have 3 years of experience in B2B SaaS content creation. My special areas of expertise include search engine optimization, marketing analytics, and content creation. And some of my blog articles have been featured by, I don't know, Forbes or some other leading media. No mentioning of your stress tolerance or your positive attitude or your attention to details. Your recruiter will get a chance to get to know your stress tolerance or what kind of a team player you are during the actual interview stage, in case they want to continue the recruitment process with you. Contact information, again, only the most relevant contact information that they need to reach out to you. So of course, it should be your phone number, your email, and if we talk about B2B marketing environment, you should add a hyperlink to your LinkedIn profile. In 99% of the cases, you don't need to include the link to your Instagram page or Facebook page, again, unless it's super relevant to your role. Skills. Please only add the skills that are relevant to the role. If you have from 1 to 5 years of marketing experience, most likely you are a really talented T-shaped marketer, but there is no need to list down all of the skills that you've acquired during your career. For example, if you apply to a product marketing position, most likely there is no need to tell about how you handled your corporate Instagram page. And also, please, no mentioning of this really basic skills that everyone should have these days, like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, unless they are super relevant to the role or you are exceptionally skilled at it. For example, you could be a really talented Microsoft Excel guru or whatnot. But otherwise, no need to mention those basic skills. Work experience, perhaps the most important section of your CV. The 3 key ingredients that you should highlight when it comes to your job experience: name of the company, time of your employment, and your key achievements or key facts, preferably in bullet points. If we talk about B2B marketing roles, most likely your potential employer, your recruiter would love to read about how you helped your sales teams to hit their quota, how you contributed to the bottom line of the company, and some of the aspects that actually impacted the sales of the business you worked with. It's super beneficial to highlight your key achievements in the numerical format. And this will also show that you can deal with marketing analytics, which is probably one of the most valued skill in the marketing environment these days. To me, the winning formula for that is what you accomplished and how it was measured, by which number, by which percentage, and whatnot. Again, it depends a lot on your role. For example, if you talk about an email marketing role, you can mention that you increased your email list by, 50% in just 1 month. Or if we talk about a content marketing role, you can tell how you increased your website traffic, how many leads you generated with your content marketing efforts. But one important addition to that part is that I know that sometimes it might be too tempting to include as many numbers, percentages as possible, and you simply may end up in a situation that you just exaggerate and it brings more confusion rather than clarity. So please be realistic and also be prepared to tell more about those numerical achievements that you listed. Because I'm pretty sure that in the actual interview, your recruiter is going to ask you what kind of actions you followed in order to achieve this numerical result that you listed. Education. Again, as short as possible. I've seen some resumes that had the education section at the very top of their resume. To me, it should be at the very end of your CV, because especially these days, education is not given a lot of importance in the B2B marketing environment, really, unless you graduated from, Harvard or Stanford. You should only write the name of the institution and the education that you acquired, and obviously the timeline. References. In the B2B world, references are super important, obviously. And in case you had a chance to make some networking and you have some references, you have some contacts that are happy to be your references, you can mention it in your CV. you can say that your references are available upon request. And now I'm grabbing my laptop and let's take a look at the tools that you can use to create really stunning CV templates in just a matter of minutes, really.
So the first one, the online resume builder, NOVORESUME. It has the templates for both CV and cover letters. And the templates are available for so many different categories. So it all essentially boils down to your personal needs and preferences. You can choose, let's say, an executive template or professional, simple, modern, creative. So you pick the one that best fits your needs, and you can fill it in with your personal information, with your work experience, education, and so on. As you can see, all of these sections are really detailed there, and you can customize lots of different aspects, be it, I don't know, distances between certain blocks and font size and many other essential aspects. As soon as you're ready, you just hit the download button and you're good to go. Resume.io, a really similar tool to the one we've just checked, but in my opinion, it's a little bit more pleasant to use, and the UI is perhaps a little bit more user friendly. Again, it has templates under so many different categories and labels: creative, simple, professional, modern. So you just pick a template that you like and you fill it in with your info. All of the changes and edits are visible in real time, so you can immediately see what it looks like. And in case you're not happy with something, you can make the changes immediately. For example, when it comes to the skills section, as you can see, you don't even have to write many of them from scratch, and you can even indicate the level of a certain skill. And at the end, we're definitely not going to forget the good old Canva. As you can see, it has, I'd say, a million of CV templates available. Many of them are available only if you have a paid version. However, they've also have enough of the free templates available. I personally find a few limitations when it comes to creating your CV with Canva. For example, the variety of fonts that they have leaves much to be desired, in my opinion. Also, it's a bit difficult to move around and customize certain blocks. However, if it's your first encounter with CV creation, I'd say it's a really perfect tool to get started.
I hope this video was useful and made at least one marketer on this planet a little bit happier and help them in their recruitment process. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in my next videos.